Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Rampage or Ramfru. I, Mike Lane, Tony Schiavone, and Montel Vertadius. No. Hi everyone, and welcome to Rampage or Ramfru. I, Mike Lane, Tony Schiavone, and Paulie Dangerously here. And today we are and and today we have Holy Fellow Nicholas or Father Yule. He's here today, and then the truth is he's already in the ring. Mike Lane says. Yes, he is, Tony Schiavone says, and Father Yule is coming to the ring now because we're getting ready for Yule time. Oh yeah, I forgot, you Christian folks do Yule. We Jewish folk do the Gathering of Lights, and unlike you have only one day of it, we have 8 days and 8 nights of it. But then again, the gifts are always small compared to the gifts you get for Yule, which are always big. And I don't know if we have someone like someone like Father Yule. I don't know how he would deal giving gifts out in 8 nights instead of only one night of the year. Paulie Dangerously says. All right, ho ho ho, happy Yule. I am Holy Fellow Nicholas, also known as Father Yule to others, known to others as Santa Claus. And I know that it's not really Yule yet, so we're getting there. Now, this is around the busiest time for me now, because now I gotta worry about buying the gifts, making gifts. Well, more likely buying the gifts, because very few things these days me and my elves can make these days. But you see, me and Jesus had a little bid going about whose team was going to beat whose team, and it looks like Jesus' team beat my team on Thursday, and we all know that's how that was going to be. Now, at the end of the day, Yule has nothing to do with me, and it never will. It all has to do with Jesus. He was the gift that God gave to all mankind and all womankind. That gift that God gave through Jesus was forever life. Well, having forever life and our afterlife instead in heaven through God and through Jesus. So, at the end of the day, that is what Yule is truly about at the end of the day. And I know a lot of folks over the years like to scave Yule and, bring up all the things that happened to Yule over the years. Like a lot of folks will say, oh, well, gift giving shouldn't have anything to do with Yule. That somehow was that was wrong or something. Now at the end of the day, God gave Jesus to us as a gift, the same way that those wise men, those kings, gave gifts to Jesus. So at the end of the day, I don't really see anything wrong with that, as long as you're giving it in the same mindset that if you're giving it in the mindset of being thoughtful and kind, in the same mindset that God had when He gave us Jesus, at the end of the day, I don't truly see anything wrong with that. And a lot of folks out there will say that that I'm what wrong with you, that I took you away from Jesus, but at the end of the day, I did not. Yule will always be Jesus' birthday. But you see, we always have to be on looking
to other folks and their holidays and their worships, and since some other folks don't believe in Jesus, then out of onlook, we had to take Jesus out of it. You know? So, at the end of the day, Yule will always be Jesus' birthday. And that's why we Christendom folk are always happy for Yule. We're happy for God giving us Jesus, because God thought that we were worthy so much to have our sins cleaned away and having us dead in heaven, you know, through God, through Jesus, you know. And that's why.
Now, I got to be going now. But anyway, I just want to leave you folks with, no, you're not going. Because the last time that I got myself in one of these, no, this time, Baron Corbin says, like the last time, me and you, we're going to have a little talk. Because I know how fun it was when, about how you never gave me the gift that I was looking for. But then again, when I think about it, I didn't really have to worry about that, did I? See, I'm still wishing for that gift I got back in the day and never got from you. Well, what would that been? Alright, never back when everybody was either having the Nintendo or the Sega, and I wanted Neo Geo. What did I get? A note saying, sorry, Neo Geo is worth a lot more than the Nintendo film game player, the Sega film game player. Sorry about that, but here's a likeness of the Neo Geo you can hang on your wall. You know what? Yeah, like you're so cool about that. Well, I'm telling the truth. Neo Geo was worth a lot more than the other film game players. You know? But don't worry, that's in the past. Because now I know what you're going to cough up for me. Oh no, the Sony PlayStation. No, the small soft Xbox. Now I think of it. Now when I start to think of it, I think I'll just take all those gifts and now I'll make up for it all. Well, here comes Jay Cordell now. Alright, Baron Corbin, that is enough. It's always got to be some heel wrestler that always wants to come out and start shit. You know, with Santa Claus. Yeah, we've seen it all before. You know, someone comes out and bitches about how they didn't get the gift they were looking for Yule's in the past. You know, and you know what? You did get a gift. Alright, it didn't come in a box. And it didn't come with some, you know, bows or anything on it. But the gift you got was Jesus. That was a gift that you all got, and you should have been happy with that. But no, you're going to bitch to Santa Claus about how you didn't get the film game player you wanted that year, but a likeness. You know, Baron Corbin, there are some folks out there that don't have anything. And they're thankful for what they have and what they can. They're thankful for whatever they have. Hey, that's not my buying, Jade Cordell. You can't even stand up. You know, I don't want the former AEW TBS fighter to tell me about what I should or should not be thankful for. Baron Corbin, let me leave you a little word here, coming from someone who works in the behalf of God and Jesus. You know, it's not the gifts that you get, it's the gifts that you give. God gave Jesus to us as a gift. And sometimes giving is as more good as getting. That's what I'm going to leave you with right now. and have a happy Yule. Well, have a happy Yule to you, Jade. Happy Yule to you, Santa Claus. So, what you want to do? Oh, I know what I want to do now. I'm going to shame your first match you have in the toy wrestling gathering by beating you, since you wanted to make such a big... You wanted to get in my business between me and Holy Fellow Nicholas, or Father Yule, or Santa Claus. How about we have a match? Yeah, why not? And we can also have the Hershey and Reese Kiss Kangs. They can be in the ring, and I can hit you in the head with it, Baron Corbin. Oh, is that right, Jade Cordell? Is that right, huh? You think you're gonna hit me in the head with some Reese Hershey shit? Peanut butter cup staff that they only sell between the 11th month and the 12th month. Well, think again, because I'm going to be hitting you. And most likely, then, after I beat the hell out of you with some of these Reese and Hershey peanut butter cup staffs, I'll buy some more. And then I'll most likely hit you in the head with some more of them. Well, I can tell you right now, Mike Lane says that Baron Corbin is 10 times worse in his mindset and stand. A lot of folks like to talk about Ebenezer Scrooge and him having something happen to him when he was younger and made him not really be happy. You know, and we like to talk about Glenn Grinch and him not really full things happening to him that made him not really be happy. And Yule time was not really a good time for neither of those two fellows. But I think Baron Corbin will be worse than those two. That's right, Tony Schiavone said he would. Because at the end of the day, both of them learned something. Both of them became more kinder hearted. Folks, at the end of the day, Tony Schiavone said, Ebenezer Scrooge did and Glenn Grinch did. Yeah, but Paulie Dangerously says, I think Baron Corbin is already set in his ways. So unlike Ebenezer Scrooge and Glenn Grinch, he's not going to willing to shift his ways. And Jade Cordell isn't going to hit him with a Reese staff. Oh! Ding ding ding, I think she is. Well, Mike Lane says it is true that this is Yule time for the Christendom, for us Christendom folk, and the Gathering of Lights time for you Jewish folk. Oh! And right now the Fight Lord just fell down, so I got to put him up there. And we need to tell you, a body slam and got hit in the head with a Reese peanut butter cup staff. Not to be outdone, he got hit in the head with a Hershey's Kiss staff. Yeah, and you can make it even worse by getting hit in the head with a Reese's M&M, with a Hershey's M&M staff. Oh, Tony Schiavone says. Oh, I tell you right now, Paulie Dangerously says, what is the grounds of this match? Oh, there goes one already falling down already. Yeah, fuck. Like, what is the grounds of this match? Is this just to be a handicap and weakening to Baron Corbin? Wait a minute. Oh! Because if that's it, that's truly bad. And Baron Corbin just hit Jade Cordell with a Hershey's Kiss staff, I guess, and threw the first one out of the ring. Now he's got the Reese's peanut butter cup staff, hit her and knocked her down again, Mike Lane said, and threw that out of the ring. I'll tell you what, Tony Schiavone said, I think we're going to go out today, and we're probably going to get some more of those Reese peanut butter cup staffs or Hershey Kiss staffs. And Baron Corbin is still going to be his rotten self at the end of the day. Baron Corbin's coming to the top. Oh, and Jade Cordell just drop kicked him, and the Reese staff hit him in the head. And now that one's out of the ring now. And it looks like it's going to be over here. Jade Cordell down. On Baron Corbin. And now the Fight Lord's going to track 1, 2, 3, Tony Schiavone says. Forgive me for not knowing Jade Cordell's last hold. Yeah, it's like playing Street Fighter or, dying fight and not knowing the end hold when it says beat them, Tony Schiavone said. Good grounds, Mike Lane said, because I don't know what Jade Cordell's last hold when she wins matches or fights anyway. I know her 1, 2, 3's coming up. This is so unfair, Paulie dangerously says. He gets beat up with Reese and Hersey staffs. That's sad. 1, 2, 3. At least we folks don't got to hit folks with staff like that around the gathering of lights time, unlike you folks do around Yule time, Paulie dangerously says. To be earnest with you, Mike Lane says, we don't hit anyone with Reese's or Hersey staffs at Yule time, and I don't think anyone hits anyone with one around the gathering of lights time either. No, Mike Lane said they don't, Tony Schiavone says, but at the end of the day, Baron Corbin got put in his stead. He got beat up with Reese peanut butter cup staffs, Hersey kiss staffs, Hersey M&M staffs, Tony Schiavone says. Yes, he did, Mike Lane says. They only sell them from the 11th month and the 12th month at sundry shops around this time, and Jade Cordell beat Baron Corbin. And hopefully Baron Corbin is going to shift his ways. If Ebenezer Scrooge did and Glenn Grinch did, why not Baron Corbin, Mike Lane says. Yeah, Tony Schiavone says, where there's life, there's hope. And most likely, hopefully, he will shift his ways, his stand, his mindset. You're forgetting one little thing, Paulie dangerously says. This thing called free will. Folks choosing to shift, that's free will. And Baron Corbin has chosen his free will to be a creep. And I don't think he's ever going to be shifting that mindset or saying, fuck. Sorry about that. I think he's going to be shifting that mindset or stand anytime soon. Paulie dangerously says. Sorry about that. Alright. Now we're going to take it away to an old friend of yours, Mike Lane says. Mike Today. Hi, Mike Lane and Tony Schiavone. Good to see you again. Mike Today here in the Toy Wrestling Gathering. And I have been doing this for many years, both in AAA and WCW, as well as TNAW. So we're going to do it in the TWF now. Alright, Baron Corbin. So are you going to shift your ways? Or are you still going to be a creep? Oh, is it like that, like Ebenezer Scrooge, and he had to meet 3 ghosts that showed him his past, his now, and his upcoming, and hopefully that he would shift his stand? Or what is it? Is it Glenn Grinch and not having the small heart, and then by the end learning, having a kinder heart? Look, I'm not like Ebenezer Scrooge. I'm not like Glenn Grinch. You see, I don't hate Yule. I never had anything bad happen to me on Yule, but I didn't get the film gameplay I wanted. But yeah, I got it years later because I could buy it. You see, I'm all over this shit with Holy Fellow Nicholas. Some creep that has to come down, has to go in your house and give you gifts with flying reindeer. How they make them fly anyway? I don't know. How's he know when you're awake or when you're asleep, you've been bad or good? Did God and Jesus give him that oversight? I don't care. Anyway, it was between me and Father Yule. Then Jade Cordell has to show up, scathe me and say, oh, don't be like Ebenezer Scrooge. Don't be like Glenn Grinch. Oh, you should be thankful because a lot of folks out there don't have anything. Oh, I got Jesus as a gift. Don't forget that. Well, it's true, there are a lot of folks out there who don't have anything or have little to nothing at all, and they're thankful for what they have. Alright? And yeah, Baron Corbin, I do think that Jade Cordell had the right word for you. You know? It's not about the gifts that you give, it's the gifts that you give to others. The same way God gave us Jesus. Hey, I know that. I got Jesus. That's a wonderful gift God gave me. It was sad that the Santa Claus or Father Yule, the one who works in the behalf of God and Jesus, did not give me the toy I wanted back in the day, the film Game Player, but he gives me a likeness and says, well, guess what? Well, fuck that. Now, I don't have to worry about that. If I want something, I'll buy it. And I'm going to warn you right now, Jade Cordell, get in my business again, and unlike the first time, without Hershey and Reese, Peanut Butter Cup, Kiss, M&M staff fight, I'm going to beat you when you don't have all those staffs. Alright, that's my talk with Baron Corbin. Back to you, Mike Lane and Tony Schiavone. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike, today for talking with Baron Corbin here today on Rampage or Ramfru. And that's all the time we got here for Rampage or Ramfru. I, Mike Lane, Tony Schiavone, Paulie Dangerously. We hope you like Rampage or Ramfru, and we'll see you tomorrow.